Space Admiral Candace.
You know what? I don't know what the hell my title is anymore. What is it?
Space Cadet Shane, second class.
Shane Space. You see, I got to do that. Shane, what am I? Who am I?
Space Cadet Shane, second class.
Space Cadet Shane,
Although I'm
second
about
class.
to knock you down to third class.
I don't think there is a third class.
This
Who
is
am I?
our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Who are we? Who am I?
Space Cadet Shane, fourth class.
Stop it.
Below decks. Now that we've identified who he is, you are listening to Sci-Fi Book Pod.
There you go.
This is our season 2 trailer, and we are going to summarize what we chatted about in season 1 and then share what we're looking forward to in season 2. So we did 15 episodes in season 1.
We did 15?
We did 15 episodes in season 1, and in season 2, we're going to do 11 episodes.
Yeah.
No
wonder I'm bitchy.
We learned that we need to space out the episodes a little bit more for our own sanity. Do you have a favorite book that we did last season?
You know, it's just going to sound really messed up, but it's not a favorite, but it's the one I remember the most. And that's that one. That's that screwy one with
Do you like the lightning?
Yeah.
Because
it was
such an interesting story, unlike anything I'd ever read before.
I don't remember all the details, because it was so much. It was what do they call it? A door stopper? But it was a lot of information. It was actually, like you said, it was a unique story. And it had it broke a lot of things.
Yeah, it broke a lot of things, exactly.
And
that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, it broke a lot of things. So I would have to say it's probably not my favorite, but it could be.
Well, you hated it. You did not like that book at all.
I know, but that's how it usually works.
Yeah.
Sometimes
when you don't like something, it's more memorable than when you do like something.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like music. Sometimes music, I found that basically if you listen to, in other words, when I used to listen to a lot of music, that things that you like quickly, like music-wise, like you hear it and you go, oh, that's a good song. And so you like it, and then you end up buying, well, back in the day, it was albums or tape. And then you kind of you listen to it a couple times and it just gets boring.
Mm.
All right. So either it had a nice rhythm and it's just whatever. And then you find some other music like, I don't want to say Pink Floyd because that's a cliche. I was trying to figure out another one. Anyway, okay, for instance, Queen, Bicycle, the song Bicycle. I hated that song. Because it was so stupid. I thought it was so stupid, right? But as I got older, I kind of if I hear it. Okay,
I
like the
have
ones.
no idea what song that is.
Bicycle, whatever. But Styx, there's another song called Styx, and Styx did a song called Mr. Roboto. You remember that one? Okay.
Dono Bonigato, Mr. Roboto.
Right. Yeah. Well, it actually was a flop. It didn't do very well, but they promoted the shit out of it.
I'm not sure that you and I lived in the same reality because it was a huge hit.
It was a huge hit off the records, but it wasn't a huge chart. It was taking a lot of charts. No, it wasn't. It played a lot, but it wasn't like because people made fun of it. A lot of me made fun of it. And they didn't understand it.
This is why when you marry someone who grew up in a different part of the country as you did, you can have these conversations. Because remember that one time we were driving in the car and I was singing I knew every word to the song that was on the radio and I was singing it at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'd never heard this song before.
Yeah, I never heard that song.
Yeah. I think Mr. Roboto is one of those.
Yeah.
Because it was on the radio all the time.
Well, I heard it was on MTV and stuff like that, but I was living in Texas at the time. And it wasn't like, it's not like you got jumped in a friend's car, or you here in Michigan. It's just like now you jumped in somebody's car and you go, oh, let's listen to this one. You like Styx, but it was like the old Styx.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well, are so off topic.
My point is that we got off the track really fast. So my point is that the good stuff usually kind of like, I don't know what I'm listening to. I don't know what is this? What is this? And you really don't like it, but you keep on going back to it kind of thing. And I feel like that book is like that, is that
And
I
so
could
we're
listen to it
discussing now since we've gone down this tangent,
rabbit
we
hole.
are talking about we are talking about Two Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer. It was episode 9 of season 1. Season 1, episode 9, Two Like the
Yeah.
Lightning, and our guest was Michael Shine. All right,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
which book did you not enjoy from season 1?
Too like the lightning.
Same book. So do you wanna ask me? Project Hail
Sure. What
Mary
is
is
it?
is Project Hail Mary is my favorite
Oh, I forgot
sci-fi
about
book.
that. I literally forgot about
It
that.
is my favorite sci-fi book of all time. So looking forward to the movie, but it wasn't my favorite episode from from last season. We talked about Project Hail Mary in episode 6 of season 1 with Sharice Alexander, who is super groovy. She hosts Sci-Fi Savage. She's a Sci-Fi Savage. It was really fun. I really actually enjoyed Rejoice: A Knife Through the Heart. I thought
Which one's that?
that was the one where the benevolent aliens came and took away hunger, took
Oh,
away
yeah.
war,
Yeah,
took
yeah,
away,
yeah.
and it was just such a foundational story. I think Patrick Lugo, who was the guest to discuss it with us, he nailed it when he said that this could be the prequel to every single sci-fi book ever written.
Yeah.
Especially, it's how do we get rid of greed and hunger and
Right. Because 'Cause we're not doing
violence?
it.
The the benevolent alien whom probably isn't benevolent, but what was really interesting is there's no sequel to that story, so we can make it up in our mind what happens
No,
next.
no, no. But then again, you had the Bobs too, the Bob Universe ones, but
Yeah, the
we're so used
Bobaverse
to that.
books.
Yeah, but we're so used to
That
that.
was
I mean, it's
we've read all of those books, and so talking about them again just seemed I
yeah.
mean,
It's like
they
watching a
were
movie
really
over and
good.
over and I mean, yeah, we it's kinda it's yeah, those are good. Those are really good. But if you ask me basically what was my most favorite and hate and this, that, and the other thing, it was that one. It was the Two Light and Lightning. It was just like,
Too like Lending. But you had a love-hate
yeah, yeah.
relationship with the story.
Yeah, it was a lovely relationship. Plus, the host was not the host, but the guest was really good, and because he admitted to it. He goes, "Yeah, people hated this book or this, that, and the other thing," and
Mhm.
but I got a feeling he is a love-hate relationship as well
Yeah.
with him. But we
Well, it
also
was
did Dune. We also
we
did
did
Dune
Dune.
too, which was good. I like
Yeah.
that.
That was a great conversation. Oh, well, let's share what we're gonna be talking about in season 2. So we've already recorded a couple of episodes for season 2, and we've got a couple more booked. So, what we've already recorded, what's coming out next is Ender's Shadow, which is
That's
the
right.
companion novel to Ender's Game. And I've read Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow, and I liked Ender's Shadow way better.
That's a far better book.
Yeah, it is superior in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, it's a far better
And then
book.
we discussed The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert Heinlein, and that was really fascinating because 'cause I've never read that book before.
Yeah.
It was like looking into the it's reading that book is like looking into the future from the past.
As 101 How to Start a Revolution.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
mean, literally
exactly.
it was. I mean, it's I remember listening I didn't read that. I listened to the book at the shop like freaking 20 years ago. And again, it was one of those books like it's like what am I listening to? And since I'm so close to my generation or our generation is so close to the Cold War.
What do
Or
you
at the
mean
tail
close to
end.
the Cold War? We
We
were
were
in
in
the
the
Cold
Cold
War.
War. Yeah, we were at the tail end though, but basically I mean, we were teenagers when Red Dawn came out.
I never saw
Red
Red
Dawn.
Dawn. Yeah.
Go Wolverines.
Oh, Red Dawn, the with Patrick
Patrick
Swayze and
Swayze.
all, yeah,
All the rest of
all
them.
those Brat Pat people, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, focus, dude, focus.
Okay.
This is why you're Space Cadet 7th
That's
class.
right. That's right. That's
So
right.
because you don't
I get
focus. Alright,
distracted really easy.
and then we're doing Agency by William Gibson with Paul Heitch, who is the narrator for all of the Joshua Dalzell books. And we talk about Joshua Dalzell a lot on this show because you and I both really enjoy his books,
Mhm.
but we have never talked about any of his books on this show. So maybe we should add a Joshua Dalzell book to season 2. The
Yeah,
very
I mean,
last the
he I think that first one, with the phage is a really good one.
Oh, you wanna do
Yeah.
the Black Fleet series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
we'll talk.
people complain that we didn't talk about that one when we were
Well,
talking to you.
people complained that I didn't talk about that when I
Oh, no.
interviewed Joshua. But yeah, because my personal favorite stories are not the ones that everybody else likes, obviously. And so that's going to be really fun because I've met Paul before and you haven't. And Paul is wonderful. I really enjoy chatting with him. So I'm looking forward to you meeting him. Then we have Juliana Coughlin coming on to talk about Six of Crows. Six of Crows is one of the stories in the Shadow and Bone series, which is now a TV show. So it's not really sci-fi, it's more speculative fiction, more fantasy, but it's should be interesting. Then we're going to do Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler, and I'm really looking forward to that one because so many of my feminist friends have told me that it's a must-read book. So I'm looking forward to that, and we're talking
Your
to Becky
feminist
Mullenkamp
friends?
about that one. My feminist friends.
Okay.
So, in the year 2026, I am declaring my feminism. I've never, ever declared my feminism before, but I am a feminist. Okay. And
Okay.
then that's it that we have scheduled out. But I know that we've talked about doing foundations. We've talked about doing Fahrenheit 451. We've talked about doing The Expanse. I think we should do Joshua Dalzell. What
Mhm.
else do you think we should do?
Well, what was the, young man who did Dune? He wanted to come back and do another.
Well, he wanted to do so that was Adam Heron, and he wanted to
Yeah, that's
talk
right.
about Roadside Picnic, which looks like a really good book. So we should invite him back.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So I mean that so we only have those first four set in stone, and then the rest is I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to this next season. Where we're only going to do one book a month.
Well, you can usually get a book that has it's like 14 hours or 18 hours,
Yeah.
or I mean, The Expanse is like 30 hours.
Yeah, and I actually had to listen to Two Like the Lightning twice to get the
3
story,
times, 3
and
3 or
yeah,
4 times.
so sometimes you have to listen to them again.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
also really enjoyed doing the three-part series with the Wrinkle in Time books because we got to talk to the same person 3 times about 3 different
yeah,
books and really dive deep into the characters. So that was kinda fun too.
yeah, as long as they're short.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's hard to do. So, and it just escaped me. I forgot what I was gonna ask you.
That's why you're Space Cadet 8th
2nd
class.
class. 8th
8th
8th class
8th
now.
class.
I'm 8th class. I'm scrubbing turbo lifts.
Yes.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Well, all right. So, audience, if you're listening and you have a book that you think we should read, do let us know. So, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, or Good Pod, you could just leave a comment and tell us what books you want us to do. Or if you're not on one of those 3 platforms, head over to Sci-Fi Book Pod on YouTube, look for the trailer for season 2, and leave a comment and let us know what book you think that we should review next. Do you have anything else you want to say, Shane? Space Cadet 9th class?
Let's keep the time travel a little full. Let's keep the time travel down.
No more time travel. No more time travel.
I'm like Catherine Janeway with the time travel shit.
All right. So that's our wrap on season 1 and our preview of season 2. I've been Space Admiral Candace.
I'm Space Cadet Shane, 9th class now.
And you were listening to Sci-Fi Book Pod.